Learning is something we all do, whether it's for school, work, or just personal growth. The way we learn determines how successful we are in almost every area of life. But how does the brain actually learn? And how can we improve the way we learn? Everything starts with our senses. The brain receives input from what we see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. But not all input is treated equally. Attention filters the information. Only what we focus on moves forward. Focused information enters sensory memory briefly. Then it may be transferred to short-term memory, a space limited in capacity and duration. To learn effectively, the brain must encode information into long-term memory using repetition, context, meaning, and emotion. The hippocampus, our brain's memory librarian, helps determine what gets stored. It works better when new information connects to something we already know. That's why prior knowledge and analogies are so powerful. There are different types of memory. Declarative memory stores facts and concepts. Procedural memory handles skills and habits. Semantic memory contains general knowledge, while episodic memory keeps personal experiences. Each type requires specific strategies. Facts need retrieval and repetition. Skills need consistent practice and feedback. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, supports all learning. Every new experience forms connections between neurons. With reinforcement, those connections grow stronger. This also means our habits shape how our brain functions. If we multitask constantly, we wire our brains for distraction. But we can rewire them through intentional, focused learning. Emotion boosts memory. The amygdala intensifies learning during emotional moments. That's why stories, vivid examples, and real-life connections make content easier to remember. Try linking what you learn to your own experiences to strengthen retention. Sleep, nutrition, and physical activity all influence how well we learn. Sleep consolidates memories. A well-nourished brain performs better. Exercise increases blood flow and releases chemicals that enhance brain function. Even light activity can improve focus and learning. Age matters too. Children learn quickly thanks to high neuroplasticity. Adults can still learn effectively with motivation and strategy. Adult learners benefit from context and purpose, but may face unlearning old patterns. Curiosity and openness are key. Technology brings challenges and opportunities. It offers endless knowledge, but also endless distractions. Deep learning requires slowing down, engaging deeply, and reflecting. Passive scrolling or multitasking doesn't help us learn. Collaboration enhances learning. Teaching others, asking questions, and exchanging ideas forces us to clarify our thoughts. Explaining is one of the best ways to understand. Powerful learning techniques include spaced repetition, active recall, and dual coding, combining words with visuals. Mind mapping helps visualize structure. The Feynman technique, explaining simply, exposes gaps in knowledge. These methods build deeper understanding. Your mindset also matters. Mistakes aren't failures, they're feedback. Productive failure helps us improve. Self-testing strengthens memory and reveals what we really know. Don't wait until you feel ready to quiz yourself. Testing is learning. Motivation isn't just a feeling. It's something we can train. Clear goals, small wins, and meaningful progress all help. Intrinsic motivation, driven by curiosity and growth, lasts longer than rewards or pressure. Build habits that make learning automatic. Finally, reflection matters. After learning, pause. What did you understand? What needs more work? Writing it down solidifies knowledge. Even a few minutes of reflection strengthens your brain's learning process. Another overlooked factor in learning is environment design. Learning isn't only about what you study, but where and how you do it. Natural light, silence, or calming background sounds, and a clutter-free desk can significantly improve focus. Some people learn better in the morning, others in the evening. Knowing your rhythm helps. Your physical posture, even something as simple as sitting upright, can influence alertness and memory. Likewise, hydration matters more than most people realize. Even mild dehydration can impair cognitive performance. Music also affects learning. Instrumental music, especially classical or lo-fi beats, can enhance mood and focus. But lyrics may interfere with verbal tasks. Try different styles and observe how your brain responds. Another key concept is metacognition, thinking about how you think. When you become aware of your own learning processes, you can make smarter decisions about how you study. For example, recognizing when you're not understanding something allows you to pause, seek help, or change strategies. Asking questions like, do I really understand this? Or, can I explain this to someone else? Encourages deeper engagement. Metacognition is like having a map of your own learning, and using it gives you control. It also helps to set learning intentions. Before reading a chapter or watching a video, ask, what do I want to learn from this? That simple act primes your brain to focus on relevant information. Afterward, summarizing what you learned out loud or in writing increases retention. Another important aspect of learning is resilience. Not every learning session will feel productive. Some days, things won't stick. But showing up consistently builds mental endurance. Over time, these small efforts compound into big improvements. Remind yourself that progress is rarely linear. Learning is more like a staircase than a straight line. Also, don't underestimate the power of curiosity-driven exploration. Sometimes, following your interest into a rabbit hole can lead to unexpected insights and memorable learning moments. Curiosity activates the brain's reward system, making learning not just effective but enjoyable. Incorporating breaks is also key. The brain can only sustain high focus for limited periods. Techniques like the Pomodoro method, 25 minutes of focus followed by a 5-minute break. Keep mental energy balanced. During breaks, get up, stretch, or breathe deeply. These moments of rest actually improve retention and creativity. Learning is a journey, not a destination. It never ends. Your brain adapts every day. Choose environments, habits, and strategies that support growth. Stay curious. Practice deliberately. Reflect often. And most of all, enjoy the process. Your brain is always listening. What will you teach it next? If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. We publish thoughtful, research-based content to help you understand how the world and your mind works. Share this with someone who loves learning. And let us know in the comments what topic you'd like to explore next. Until then, stay curious and keep learning.